Okay, hello. So today we are going to do Van Halen and Eruption slash You Really Got Me. This was not in the queue, but since the passing of Eddie Van Halen, I thought I should do a reaction to Van Halen. I've never done a reaction or a review. I have heard both of these songs, I guess Eruption and You Really Got Me, both from the Kinks and Van Halen, but I've never actually listened to it with headphones, so I guess that's going to be something new. But anyway, yeah, rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen, and we're just going to get into this and talk about it after. Here we go. It ain't over. This tapping is so good. Two-handed tapping.
Don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Please don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing, yeah. Oh yeah, you really got me now. Got me so I can sleep that night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
I love that.
Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Girl, you really got me now. Got me so I can sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know where I'm going, yeah. Oh yeah, you really got me now. Got me so I can sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
Well, didn't that's 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And yeah, it doesn't seem that long. I don't know. It's just it's such a good both tracks, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'll say off the bat, just listening to this again and reviewing it and analyzing it like more, you can really hear, I mean, with David Lee Roth's shrieking, his sporadic shrieking, as well as his, I guess, almost like police going somewhere, but grunts and all that kind of stuff around 3.5 minutes. It's just it almost reminds me of Jim Morrison from Brick on Through to the Other Side. At the end of that song, he does some moaning as well, and yeah, I just like his shrieking vocal style. David Lee Roth, I mean, he's one of the greatest vocalists, at least of the '80s, and Van Halen was huge, but obviously, I would say the star of this whole thing is Eddie Van Halen and his guitar playing. I mean, like I said, his two-handed tapping is some of the best. I know, like, just as some other guitarists would just kind of fill in and not do, like, too much. I mean, Eddie Van Halen, you can still hear him in the background when Roth is singing, and he's just going all out at the guitar. It's just like, it's just going nuts. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know all the technical terms here, but all I can say is that Eddie Van Halen is really doing a great job, and he's one of the greatest guitarists of all time. He inspired so many people, and yeah. So anyway, I guess I'll get into some stuff from Genius.com. So it says with the about of Eruption. So Eruption is one of the most famous instrumentals of all time, showcasing Eddie Van Halen's signature tapping techniques. Guitar World magazine ranked it at number 2 on their list of the greatest guitar solos of all time. I wonder what number 1 was. There's a reason it opens both of Van Halen's greatest hits albums, 1996 and 2004's. Some live renditions can extend to upwards of 10 minutes, and often it segues into You Really Got Me, just like on their original 1978 debut album. So yeah, and obviously You Really Got Me played after this. And so yeah, that's all for the Eruption tab. But going to You Really Got Me from the Kinks, since, I mean, it's a Kinks song, but obviously Van Halen put their own twist on it. But it says, You Really Got Me is one of the Kinks' signature songs and has been included on the band's live act since its inception, and it has continued to be played in Ray Davies and Dave Davies solo shows, obviously because Ray and Dave don't really get along. Kind of a Liam and Noel Gallagher thing going on as well. But their feud has been going on for longer. The single was ironically the third single from the band's first album, Kinks, after the Little Richard cover, Long Tall Sally, and a Ray Davies original, You Still Want Me. So obviously, You Really Got Me really catapulted them after those other singles. And there's a couple annotations for the song, but I think the song, it's kind of, as it says in one annotation, it's kind of self-forward here. The song is one-dimensional. A boy loves a girl and expresses simply and clearly his obsession with her. Using the got me phrase, he indicates that she both has him in her web and is able to cause him to do and feel things. So yeah, I mean, and then the hook, You Really Got Me ×3, and then the second verse, See, don't ever set me free, I always want to be by your side. His infatuation with the girl is an utmost commitment and makes him a prisoner of love. Therefore, don't set me free or don't reject me. He just wants to have her love, basically. And yeah, a lot of the same kind of stuff going on. Guitar solo here, and it says the entire guitar solo on the song, done by a 17-year-old Dave Davies, I didn't know he was that young when they did this, was altered when he sliced the speaker cone of his amplifier with a razor blade. This gave it a heavier, distorted sound, and the guitar solo, however, is highly controversial. Supposedly, the solo was played by Jimmy Page of the Yardbirds and Led Zeppelin, rather than Davies. John Lord of Deep Purple has confirmed this myth, as he played piano in the song. Page himself, however, denies ever playing the solo, so the world may never know. Well, that's quite interesting as well. I mean, if Jimmy Page says he didn't do it, I mean, I kind of want to trust Jimmy Page. But anyway, and then we get to the Van Halen page for You Really Got Me. And there's no annotations here because, I mean, all the annotations are on the Kinks page. But it says this is a cover by a cover song by the Kinks for Van Halen, whatever. I think I messed it up. But anyway, when original writer Ray Davies was interviewed in 2009, he said, I liked the Van Halen version of You Really Got Me because it made me laugh. It was like playing with Metallica. It was all done with good spirit and good humor. It made me smile. That's the key thing. His brother Dave Davies, on the other hand, showed contempt in a separate 2010 report. Uh-oh, here we go. There's the thing. Good art isn't always about having the comfiest technique. I shouldn't encourage him, but I'm sure Eddie Van Halen played better when he was drunk. But it must be a good record if people like it. Their version was very middle America. It was like, hey man, look at me with my tight trousers. Here's our version of You Really Got Me. It predates, this is not part of the quote, it predates Van Halen's 1978 debut album by a month, being released as a single alongside Atomic Punk in January of that year. So I guess, I don't know too much about, my goodness, about Dave Davies and Ray Davies, but Dave Davies here, he kind of sounds like the more stuck-up brother, I think. Anyway, when it comes to this song, because I think the song, either way, even before Eddie Van Halen's death, I mean, the solo was nuts. But yeah, so the song was written by Ray Davies all by himself. Background vocals, Michael Anthony on bassist, and Eddie Van Halen were on background vocals as well. Bass, Michael Anthony, obviously, and then the singer, David Lee Roth, guitar, Eddie Van Halen, drums, Alex Van Halen, and like I said before, released January 28th, 1978. So anyway, that's everything from all the pages. I gave you a lot of information. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen. He was not only a good guitar player, but he was also quite the looker in his days. And yeah, I mean, just his style, his influence, it's everywhere. And it's just a big loss. So I really wanted to do a video. I know a lot of people are going to be doing Van Halen videos because of this, but I just wanted to do this because I thought I had to, since I liked Eddie Van Halen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that kind of thing. Really appreciate all the support, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.